And Geshe has arrived. He's circumambulating, so he'll be here shortly.
Please turn to page 35 in the Gold Prayer Book. And we'll read the prayers on for the Simonim prayer. Gosum gu pegone chatzelo nge shami tu cheti malubu tomene sadi tuntam cheshag kepa gewanam la jeirang korwa matom badu le june dola cherki korlo korwa dang da jengenam jan chup chen pongo. And now 97 and 98, pages 97 98, a short mandala offering, and then request to turn the wheel of Dharma. Saji perki shushin leto Tamri Rabli Ji Ni Degen Pari Sangye Jingdu Mi Te Ua Idokunam Dak Shila Chirpashog Jetsun Lama Dampa Kenam Kichurkukala Kense Jujinti Jitar Tsampe Dujetsimam Laja Gercherki Charpawap to so Idam Guru Ratamandalakam Niryatayami. Now also on page.
Dagi Chushi Jebe Sunam Jena Sanje Chuda Soje Chanama Chanjoman Dagi Chushi Jebe Sunam Jena Sanje Chuda Soje Chanama Chanjoman Dagi Chushin Jebe Sunam Jena Lada Alame Mina Miyan Chiya Ombudan Jajin Lazo Chushi Jana Jawan Jawan Sanjaya Sura Rabda Shishin Devi Nyuman Deda Jaya Dame Chunji Jinen Deshi Namola Eke Dalo Dane Jenke Tibonda Nami Eke Nanando Wakuyo Nanami Namadan Jeke Nandake Chute Anke Tukse Nyesu Ne Tawa Damje Mame Jaya Dame Chune Denje Kodam Tela Chakse No Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Yeah. So we start with some meditation today, okay, some meditations. Some, not some. We start with meditation. There will not few meditation. So, actually, this I come up with this idea. So, usually you could guide it like this: beware of your awareness, but it's hard to grab the idea. Hard to grab the idea. You could say, "Oh, John, beware of your awareness," but what's happening when you say that? When you say that, like, beware of your awareness. And first of all, awareness is not that easy to. Even though we have one, we probably don't understand what it is. So, thin, very thin circle. Not on the wall here. Very thin, not thick line, very thin line. Circle, thin, very thin line. Just imagine that's like the center of the consciousness, center of your awareness or center of your consciousness. So just focus there, within the circle, not outside, within the circle. Space is too vast. So therefore, the thin circle is there. Just focus. So then also imagine every thought that rise during your meditation is just suck into that circle and just disappear. Okay, so no expectations, no concern, just focus within the circle. Okay, very thin line. Okay, maybe next. Thought rise but dissolve into the circle. If you carry out by your thought, then make the circle, image of the circle more clear. So then if throughout the meditation, if you don't see the circle, not to worry, just focus. You're carrying out by your thought, then need to make the image of circle more clear. Then every thought that rises dissolve into the circle. So that is the center of consciousness. Nothing to analyze, nothing to find. Just stare at the circle like child. See as it is. If you wonder, where are you? You are in the circle. Anything that in the circle is invisible, invisible. Same time is very present, but invisible. Now please slowly bring the image of circle back. Pause there a little while. Come back to the body. I think that's enough today. So there's no solid object in front or behind the circle. If you wonder what it looks like either clear sky, clear blue sky during the daytime, or clear sky at night that bright moonlight as a night clear sky shined by soothing bright blue light. That's what it looks like. Can touch. So in the beginning, imagine the circle. The reason why a circle, so otherwise that space that looks like clear sky, clear blue sky during the daytime, then clear sky at the night, shine by bright moonlight, is vast. So that's why therefore the circle has been drawn. Very thin, not thick, very thin, just a shape. So that is the center of the universe, center of consciousness. Or we could say that's the center of the energy of the consciousness. That's what it is. So you first may struggle just to bring the image of the circle up. Sometimes you may feel like it's here, some are here, or maybe some there, or it doesn't matter how you feel. Anything within the circle is very present, at the same time invisible. At the same time it's not visible, it's invisible. And very present, invisible. Every thought that rises is just kind of like, I would say, like the center of the energy or center of consciousness just suck into that, disappear. Every thought that rises just. Over time you wonder where are you? You are in the circle, but not visible. Self is there in the circle, but it's not visible, but it's very much present. And just focus there. Eventually, you are concentrating, but you are losing the shape of circle. That's okay, just pause there. Then if you are carried out by your thoughts, so then you need to create the image again, very thin. That means coming back to the center of the consciousness. The self is present at the same time is absent. Self is present at the same time is absence. Right now, absence, present, visible, invisible. Focus on visible thing, losing the idea of invisible. Focus on invisible thing, cannot losing the idea of visible things. Can't think simultaneously. Cannot think simultaneously. In reality, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. We are not losing the truth. We are losing our idea of things, self. That's what we're losing. We are not losing self. We are not losing thing. We are losing our perceptions. Perception of things, self. That's what we're losing. We are not losing presence. The self is very much present within the circle. Anything, that's why the thought cannot remain there. The moment it enters into circle, it just disappears. Idea, main idea. Nothing to analyze, nothing to find, nothing to investigate, just be there. If you want to stare, you just stare at the circle like a child. No story, just see as it is, that's all. What we are hoping to get out of that meditation is to experience the center of consciousness, in the center of the energy of the consciousness, just one, not 100, just one. That's what I'm trying to achieve. And the mind or thought eventually become like still, clear water. That's what we are hoping to achieve. from there, what you're hoping to see, you're hoping to see self, true nature of self, true nature of self. It's not the self that you have ideas, not that one. That one we already know. We are not looking for that. We are trying to find the true nature of self. It's visible in the same time it's invisible. It's present in the same time it's absence. That's it. What is that called? Ultimate reality. That's called ultimate reality. So, so then once we experience that, then everything else becomes like joke. All the drama that we have, it's all joke. It's nothing serious. It's just a reflection of your mind. Nothing more, nothing less. In that, nothing is visible. In the center of the consciousness, there's nothing is visible. All your ideas, just your idea. It's not there. The same time is there, but it's not there exactly the way you perceive. The way we perceive is like, I say, it's more like drama. We are not really seeing. So this meditation, I think it's time to do. There's no solid object before the circle. There's no solid object after the circle. It's just like this. You wonder what it looks like. Yeah, you could see like clear sky during the daytime, or clear sky at night, shine like the bright moon shine on that. What it looks like. You can full moon. You just look up what it looks like. Then you have some ideas. So like that. Not too much effort, like big bird when they glide. Small bird, they go like this, they get exhausted quite fast. Big bird, only when they need it, they go, then they like that. The meaning behind that is too much effort disturb the meditations. Too little effort, then probably you will be your head will go down. Then the pressure jewel comes out. I think this meditation is good to do, I think. So, otherwise, how you minimize thought, how you minimize. We become very obsessed, certain thought, hard to get rid of from our mind. How you do that? This meditation will help. This meditation will help. Please don't just give up. Oh, it's not happening. You need to put some effort. My friend, nothing will just happen. You need to put some effort. Something will happen based on the size of effort you put in. Something will happen. Idea is to make a head when you, when you need your idea to make head, no need to worry it's going to be turned into socks. That'll never happen. It's going to turn into head, some kind of head. May not be the best one, but some kind of head. The same like this, no need to worry about nothing will happen. Something will happen. Based on the effort that you put, something will happen. So maybe from now on, every Wednesday, we meditate at least 20 minutes before the class. Then we become familiar. So then, then please help other people. So now almost finished. So that's exactly the meditation match with the topic, concentrations. Someday chishiso, someday samadhi, concentration. Chishi means it makes peace. Now, when you talk about peace, you are talking about awareness, you are talking about consciousness, you are not really talking about physical things. Your peace is part of consciousness. It's not, peace is not physical things, it's part of consciousness. Someday chishis. So when you look at the order of the six perfections, Jimbe Longje, generosity is hard to prove, but being generous generate wealth does not always mean material things. Could be friend, could be nice company. Who knows? Like being generous is the good things. Being generous is the good things. It brings prosperity or it brings something. It brings something, whether that in form of material things, form of friendship. That it being generous is a good thing. So Jimbe Longje, Longje literally means wealth. So then Minam Deva Longje Mimilas, what Master Chantakudi said in the intro, in the middle way, Madhyamanga Avatar text, Minam Deva Longje Mimilas, yeah, human happiness is dependent, very much dependent on wealth. Without wealth, it's hard to have human happiness. You need some. First of all, you need to wear clothes. You need clothes. Without wealth, there will be no clothes, food, things like that. And here in the United States, human happiness costs much more than human happiness in some part of Nepal. Human happiness doesn't cost much. Some part of Nepal, you can live very well. About $10 a day, you can live quite well. So, but here, almost impossible. Starbucks coffee, you pay like $6. It's pretty much finished. So, Minam Deva Longje, human happiness without wealth, there will be almost no human happiness. Therefore, Longje Chan, so now how the wealth, so we wonder, like how, you can't just stuck with the idea, oh, you need to walk. You need to work for wealth. Or generally speaking, might be true, but working for wealth doesn't guarantee generating wealth. There are so many examples, So Minam Deva Longje Mimilas. I'm quoting Chantakriti text and enter into the middle way. Madhyamanga Avatar text. Minam Deva Longje Longje Chanle Jinle Jungchenes. So Shakyamuni Buddha himself saw the wealth is generated by being generous. Therefore, when Shakyamuni Buddha taught six perfections, the first one is generosity. First one is generosity. If you happen to be human, you need wealth, some level of wealth. Otherwise, there will be no human happiness. Divine happiness is different. It's different. They don't have to work that hard as humans do. They are like born with advantage. When they're born, they're born with advantage. So nobody really struggling in that environment for wealth. Everybody has. You imagine like same thing. To be a tambu jimbe tamte. So that's the first generosity, jimbe longje, chimji des. I was just wondering, how my cat is not human, or why I'm human. You wonder, why these animals are not human, why they don't look like human, why they are not human, why I'm human. That's a big question, very important questions. There has to have cause. Shantideva, ethics, morality, ethics, morality helps to be born in higher realms. There's a second perfection, Shantideva, Seve Dangdes. No, we all have some degree of attractiveness. When people look at you, oh, so you're handsome. But how is it? Attractiveness? Yeah, every living being have degree of that. Some has more, some has, but different degrees. Timji desa, survey down dance, third perfections, patience. I think when I look more closely, I think it's true. Even in this life, when you get angry, that means you have no patience. Even though you are physically so attractive, when you get angry, it doesn't look good. You don't look good. Then now imagine that's just, say, 2 minutes. You're screaming, yelling, so angry. That moment you don't look good. No, there's something is visible. You see it now. Maybe, who knows, down the road, that energy created like that, your physical appearance is going to be like that, kind of people can operate like that. These are all taught by Shakyamuni Buddha in the sutras. We as a human, we need to analyze. Is they true? So that down there. So practicing patience produce that attractiveness in the physical form. Zhenbei doing things happily, produce calm mind. Not peaceful mind, but calm mind. When you analyze people walking, group, some people walking calmly, the person looks like calm. So it has point. Zhenbei Jews doing things happily, usually people are happy. Whoever that person might be doing things happily. Or don't ask like, why I need to peel the onion, or why I can't chop the onion, why I have this job, why not this maybe a little bit higher, chopping onion is a little bit higher than peeling onion. But in the monastery, we live with thousands of people, day in, day out, there's no privacy. We know impact that you get, positive impact, negative impact get from people. If somebody is not happy, it affects everyone. Someone who's doing happily, some people, like Tibetan communities, whenever they do work, they always have some song to sing. Whether it's a group, like putting the roof. You saw some movies, they have like something, then they all group, they sing a song. Try to boost their energy, and nobody's really complaining. Everybody doing the same thing. Kind of looks fun when you look at, probably they have also fun. That we need to find whatever ways that can cheer ourselves up, whether we are doing something, walking something, some physical heavy labor. There's always this opportunity that you can do it more with happy mind. So doing things happily produce calm mind. Is that true? Time to analyze. You don't have to believe because Buddha says so. You have this marvelous brain. Analyze. When you do things happily, is your mind calm? You don't have psyche to tell, you can tell. Or maybe you're doing something, singing song, doing something, maybe you're happy. Maybe you are kind of liking what you're doing. That has, believe it or not, that has a ripple of positive impact on other people. When they see, oh, good, So, Jimbe Longje, Timjin de Sube dans the Jimbe fourth perfections, paramita. Doing things happily, produce calm mind. So now number 5, samadhi that we are talking about. Someday Geshe. How do I know? Meditation, I just explained. Any form of single-pointed meditations, do. It's not like, oh, I don't know how to do. Yeah, there's explanation. You can learn. That instruction being taught and tested and produced great result. It's not just yesterday somebody just made it up. That instruction being somebody tested, meaning somebody meditated following that guideline and immensely received immense benefit and produced result. Someday Geshe, So that's what it says, word. Someday Geshe means concentrations, single-pointed concentrations, maybe any form of concentrations will make your mind peaceful. When the mind is peace, it's already calm. Calm doesn't mean peaceful. Peaceful means both of them, calm and peaceful. Someday Geshe. Right now, something is going on. Something is going on. Not physically, mentally, something is going on. That's why mind is not in peace. That's why the mind is not in peace. Because something is going on. Not because it's hurting here, something much heavier is going on. So, single point in someday Geshe. So, lo yi trolls. So now the last perfection is the wisdom. So that's what I'm saying. Concentration, this is not just wisdom, this is, you can probably say general wisdom, but within the 6 paramita, the last wisdom is very particular one. So the meditation, single point meditation becomes so sophisticated, so powerful, feel like you can sit, just think one thing, 4 hours a day. No problem, 4 hours a day. Just thinking one thing, that's all, nothing else. So when we improve like that much our single point meditations, and you feel that you can almost count every single atom in this object. So then the minds become the power of the concentration becomes reached so very high level. So that kind of produce this very unique, special wisdom. So that wisdom, what is the result of that wisdom? Liberates. It's kind of frees, liberate. Wisdom liberates. Any problem need wisdom, not just mere faith, need wisdom. Wisdom requires knowledge. No knowledge, there will be no wisdom. Wisdom by reading, wisdom by listening, wisdom by thinking, wisdom by deep thinking. This wisdom liberates, not just mere like as a belief or something like that. So I think that's why all this, when you buy things, they send you instructions. This is basically knowledge, how to put things together. Some people read, some people just throw, and they just put it together. So now this leg from here, this leg there, take again all over again. Just like it happened. You can't just sit there hope that you can do. So like there's like the same thing instruction. So this here, just want to kind of review like 6 perfections. So this is now the perfection number 5. Spend many Wednesday nights. So now almost today probably will finish, hopefully. Sunday Shishi. So now whether you understand every single thing that His Holiness explained or not, so the point is the importance of concentrations. If you want to experience peaceful mind, so then concentration is something, concentration is the tool or method or technique to achieve that you are looking for. Maybe worthwhile to look up, worthwhile to try, worthwhile to learn, okay? It's clear? So now here, there's like talking about, of course, this is like, his profession is the practice of bodhisattva. Bodhisattva practice is always aiming for well-being of other living beings. Believing that's how your happiness comes. Ignoring well-being other people, that's not the best way to achieve your happiness. Including their well-being into your well-being, maybe that's one way to achieve happiness. Maybe long-lasting happiness. So now what he's saying, he's only saying, if you are helping somebody else, someone else, should not, focus like this hard things to do. It's not, nothing is easy. Everything's kind of like, all the problems that we face is not easy. And the solution, is not that also easy, but it's doable, very much doable. So the, expectation, that we have expectations when we do something. What is the downside of that, having expectations? Then if you don't achieve that expectation, then you feel, you get upset, irritated, and maybe in some case angry. In the very first, if you don't have expectations, then you don't get disappointed. Like, you just want to help, that's all. I'm not trying to attach any string. I'm not having to gain anything, I just want to help, that's all. Don't care Buddhist, Christian, atheist, believer, Asian, American, doesn't matter, just want to help, that's all. You will be much better off. Much better off. If you have some expectation, that there's no guarantee. The downside, there's no guarantee. So therefore, of course, this is Bodhisattva practice, but better to have not expectations. Does not mean there will be no result. There will be result, probably better result. Doesn't mean there is no result. There will be, I think, definitely there will be result. So everything has meaning. Why we should not think like that is not good for you. That's why. That's because expectation, there's no guarantee. Like well, I just want to see that person will smile. So New York City, there's homeless, so there are people there. Just hoping, or maybe that person will say something nice, or maybe smile. I give that person even don't give you any smile at all. It even doesn't look like happy. So you hurt, yeah, because you hurt because that expectation is not met. So that's why that's just an example. Da shende kowe shende This is not the best way to help others. Best way to help others is no expectation or less expectations. It's better for you. Otherwise, you may get hurt, emotionally get hurt. We also should put some effort to help others out of compassion. It's a good thing. It's good thing. Can you imagine everybody helping everybody? There'll be no war. Everybody helping everybody feel like everybody deserves some help. Everybody feel like that people need to be treated with dignities. Everybody thinks that everybody deserves love and care, compassion. Can you imagine that? So then, right now, all the problem here, there, all kind of problem driven by fear, anger, greed. So that's unfortunate. Practically, one person cannot do much. Just hope for the best. Sincerity, is it genuine and sincerity? Then how you say? Just say genuine and sincerity. Genuine and sincerity when we do things, sincerely, genuinely. So it's the best thing to do. It's the best thing to do. Because I think we are dictated by our ego so long, trying to look for, I say, freedom from our ego, or maybe at least start to teach little lessons, not to devote 100% from head to toe to ego, whatever ego tells. And unfortunately, ego usually have nothing, not much good things to say. Now he's only going to talk about exchanging oneself with others that practice, exchange oneself with others that practice. For example, this particular practice, exchanging oneself with others. This is like same like as I mentioned last Wednesday when I was in Switzerland. One of my friends, she's like a psychiatrist. Yeah, she has medical doctor and but also see the patient talk. Psychiatrist. They read like this book called Jung. In that book, I'm not sure what century, he also teach this practice, not worded exactly like this, exchanging oneself with other, but saying being in other person's shoes. That's what Prabhupada said very clearly. So I was helping her to write her dissertations when I was there. So I was, that she mentioned that that the psychology there, Carl Jung also teach. It's the same idea, same thing. That's what I've been saying in the Kadamba Center the last probably 25 years, almost every Sunday. Dunga Tamutsame meditation, look around. Doesn't matter Tibetan, white, black, Asian, Christian, Buddhist, believer, not believer, squirrel, cat, dog. Nobody wants suffering. Nobody wants suffering. That's the fact. That is the fact. Nobody. But we don't understand that. We don't understand the basic things. So that drives all kinds of conflict between friends, family, community, countries. It's very, very unfortunate. These are the very basic things. Everybody looking for something good. Give them what they're looking for, you gain something. Don't destroy what they're looking for, you gain nothing. It's hard. It's like in the history, nobody become happier by getting angry. I think it's not going to happen now. It's not happening now. It's not going to happen in the future. But that's just our idea. Best way to eliminate enemy is out of compassion, loving kindness. That's the best way to get rid of enemy. Meaning, if you can't change their mind, then they'll do things again and again. So the best way to change, if you show some compassion, kindness. Person has also mind, person feel kindness coming in, so maybe more likely person will share something. This is just my idea. But that's not just my idea. This is also said in the teachings. So that helps me when you look at somebody, so we have what we call prejudice, we judge. So that judgmental mind stop. When you look at, that person doesn't want suffering, that kind of stop, with judgmental thought, it will kind of stop. And then, it's kind of helping you. You put yourself in here, you put him here, and see what's different. That's not different. Fundamentally, no differences. Everybody's looking for happiness, nobody's looking for suffering. In that base, fundamental base, the same thing. If we become familiar with these practices, being in other people's shoes, putting other people in your place, you put yourself in other people's place, if we become familiar with this practice, so right now, just think, I'm important, I'm more important than anybody else. This is not surprising. Everybody has their thought. This is not something new or unique. Everybody has this thought, I'm better than everyone else, I'm the one. But with that idea, people doesn't seem that much happiness. But now how's about to believe switch the idea. What kind of reaction you receive, energy you receive, if you say, he is precious, he is very good, just thinking something positive about that person, what kind of energy you receive? Good, positive energy. So that's what it means here. Becoming familiar with practicing, putting someone else in your place, putting yourself in somebody else's place, what is the benefit of that? Then you start to see, you start to switch your attitude. I used to think, I'm the one. Maybe we are all one. We are all important. Not I'm the one important. We are maybe all of us are important. Then start to receive some benefit. If not, I say, others suffering, happiness is not more important than you are. If you can't think like that now, they are suffering, other people suffering, happiness is more important than mine. If you can't think right now at the moment, that's like too much to handle. How is about equal? Equal. Maybe I should not ignore that person's suffering, happiness. Maybe, yeah. I heard Shantideva said, His Holiness said, Benjen Lobsa, Chuji Jansen said that nobody's looking for suffering. Maybe I should pay a little attention. I should little bit wake up, little pay attention. Is that true? I'm having hard time believe. Go ask person to person. Ask Buddhists, ask Christian, ask atheists, ask kids, animal, they don't speak human language. Probably they will say, I'm not looking for suffering. They will say that very loud, clear and loud. Nobody. What they indicate is not about religious belief. It's just fact. Doesn't matter. It's not about religious belief. So, Shantideva, if you don't, maybe it's hard to see other people's suffering and happiness is much more important than mine at the moment, but how is about equal? Their happiness is important as my happiness. Their suffering is important as my suffering. How's about that? Just seeing equal. Then eventually, probably, when you generate bodhicitta, when you become bodhisattva, maybe you will see other people's suffering and happiness much more important than yours. So now there's concern. Well, maybe there's something wrong in their thinking. We worry. We human worry all the time. What's in there for me? Because it didn't word it like that. Actually, there's so much for you, it's already there, but it doesn't sound like that. Oh, their happiness and suffering is much more important. My happiness, suffering, that doesn't sound right. But actually, in reality, it sounds perfectly correct. But it's hard to wrap our head around. But that's okay. Maybe house of equal now, or maybe little bit attentions. If not equal, just pay some attentions. Just think everybody deserves something good. Just think a little bit. What do you lose? Nothing. What do you gain? Peace of mind. No, Devata, Dungan, Nanju, Didu, Shela, Tsawachana, Nanju Tini, Rala Tsawachava, Nyungus. So then eventually, he says, this is all Bodhisattva practice. Eventually, that you feel, hurting others means hurting myself. You don't want to do that. Why you hurt yourself? You owe happiness to yourself. That's the one you owe. Usually meaning what I say, usually says that's your moral responsibility. I mean, you owe that for yourself. You owe happiness to yourself. Usually I say that your moral responsibility, that's what I mean. You owe waking up with peace of mind, waking up with something wonderful, thinking something positive. You owe that to yourself. That's usually what I say is your moral responsibility. What you don't owe to yourself is suffering. You don't owe. What you owe to yourself is happiness. So they're saying in Tibetan, if you don't make yourself you are happy, some other people make your life miserable. I think it's good. There's some truth in there. Shela tsewa chena, nanzu tene ranila tsewa cheba the nyunguyus. Deep down, people say, I feel great because I hurt him so badly. I hurt her so badly. I got him. I got him. I got her. Really, it's not. Deep down, you are not telling the truth. Deep down, you don't feel good. Come on, just say the truth. People don't admit. They just say, deep down, I don't believe any human feel good in deep down. Chela tsewa chena nganju tene ranila tsewa cheba ta nyunguyus. So there's one way to look at every action has reactions. Positive actions has positive reactions. Positive actions has no negative reactions. What is that? There's law of causality, natural law of causality. You could call karma, or you could say what goes around comes around. If something good goes around, something good comes around. You can't expect or something negative went around, hoping maybe something good will come around. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. What is that? That is causality. Oh, causality. So, I think when you really look at from the karma point of view, there's no such a thing called no unfair. There's such a term does not exist within the causality, no fair. It's like what goes round comes around. Within that context, there's no such a term called fair or not fair. There's something that person needs to think. The person needs to make it fair or not fair. That's your responsibility. 이제 다 먼저 라진지 님이다 시진지 폐 또바이나스 even the Rinpoche Lama Zobaram reading the book cherishing others road to happiness. Maybe it's time to give some thought. So why we practice, why we meditate, why we are looking for happiness. You need to admit we are looking for happiness. That's why we are looking for long-lasting happiness, maybe everlasting happiness. Maybe not just this, like many more life in the future thinking about. That's the truth. So always, so where they translate in English called self-cherishing. Self-cherishing. It's not just self-cherishing, I think it's like Rang Jinzi, only thinking about yourself. In the reality, you are not only being here. There are many other human beings. And you are thinking only about yourself and how you are going to survive happily. You are not thinking of other. When it comes to other, there's zero thought. Everything has to be about me. Going to vacation, I'm the important person. Drinking coffee, I need all the attention. At some point, people get just tired. They just give up. So sooner or later, people realize that you have this attitude, and people don't want to hang out. Everybody's thinking. So that is the kind of what you call. That is Rangchinji. That's the Rangchinji. That's the word in Tibetan, the word for self-cherishing. When you hear in Tibetan Rangchinji, it has negative connotations. When I hear the English word self-cherishing, of course you have to cherish yourself. So I don't see negative connotations. So we are selfish.
We're egocentric.
We are selfish. Ego is selfish. Why it doesn't work very well? Practically, everybody is thinking of something. The selfish doesn't fit very well in that. It's not just only you are the only one who is looking for something and just have this delusional thought and nobody wants happiness. Or I'm the only one. This is like just delusional thought. However, everybody is looking for something, maybe give. Don't just think, okay, I need all the attention. Might happen 1 day, 2 days, then after that, soon people will find out you will not get that. So like that. So, my way, highway, that attitude, my way, highway, that attitude. Oh. The bottom line, you have to survive with the human because you're already human. It's good news or bad news, I don't know. You can change, you're all human. So you have to depend on human. You have to live with the human. You can't just pretend to be animal and live in the wolf pack, so maybe doesn't last very long. So all my friends here, on here, something to think about, okay? Something to think about. How much benefit I will receive if I start to think about well-being of others. Means other around me, my friend, instead of thinking always about how much they are giving me, how much they are thinking, how much attention I'm getting, it makes your life miserable. For no reason, like life is already hard, and top of that, then you make yourself more miserable. Need to open up, think big, think a little bit big, include all other if possible. If not, friends, families, all of that include. Share. Someone, the young kids, looking for happiness, went to Alaska. So you saw this documentary movie. He was now killed by grizzly bear eventually. Yeah, something like that. He was treated very well on the road to Alaska, strangers, and some family want to adopt him as a son. Then he's the one, it's not in the written, the Shantideva didn't write that. He's the one who wrote in journal. He regrets that he regret that he thought he was going to find happiness in the wilderness and not by sharing. In his journal, that's what he wrote before he died, probably was killed. He regret. He thought that he's not, this is happening in our lifetime. It's not like 2,500 years ago. So what I learned from that young man's stories is like, see, sharing, going to the wilderness, it's hard to find happiness. But eventually it doesn't turn out, unfortunately, the way he hoped. Nganzu dashi nyamche ne kola kayo layo to june shinji chido susu chizo jo tonto di ro shense wana simche tamche la kogo ba yinso. Cherishing others' door to happiness. Does that make sense? Yeah, maybe some, I think, deserve some attention. It deserves some attention. And thinking, now maybe that thinking needs to be switched, a little bit changed. Some transformation is needed. How is about like thinking about their happiness a little bit and see what it does? It makes me more happy. Oh, that's the right thing to do. Right thing to do. Whether you consider yourself a religious person or not, you get benefit or you get benefit. So, so then eventually bodhisattva, you become bodhisattva like that. Okay. Yeah, we'll stop here. So then one more class. Or if you're really looking forward to in this topic, we just next Wednesday we just read. Then it's like it will be done like within 20 minutes. We'll just read. Okay, good night. Good night.
In the Gold Prayer Book, please turn to page 235, 236, and we'll read stanzas 1 through 5. Gewaji nu dudak lama sangye dugyune dowa chikyang malupa dei sala Gerpa Shok Janshu Sencho Rinpoche Ma Ke Panam Ke Gyurchik Ke Wanyam Pa Me Payang Gone Gondu Pelwa Shok Jampel Pawo Jita Ken Padang Kundu Zampo Deyan De Jingte Deda Kungi Jesu Da Lochir Gewa Dida Tanche Rab Tungo Dusun Shepe Gewa Tanche Ki Ngowa Gala Cho Tunga Pade Dashe Gewe Tawa Di Kun Kyang Sampo Chir Rab Tungo Wagi Dagi Jine Sape Gewa Di Tenda Dowa Kula Gampedang Kepar Jetsun Lo Sanda Pai Tempe Nimpo Rindu Selje Sho. And then go to page 244 for long life prayers. Gandhi Rawe Korwe Jinkam Dir Pendan Dewa Malu Juwene Chere Zigni Tenzing Yatsoi Jape Site Batu Tengu Chi. Then page 245 for Khensa Rinpoche. Jonu Ia Nala Wang Jotu Awatare Tsepara Sopa Losangewe Deton Le Pelchok Jashungen Gyulama Soa Deb. In the back cover, prayer for the swift return of Lama Zampa Rinpoche. Fearless teacher and assembly of the children of victorious one, Shravakas and Pratyek the Buddhist, victorious Losang, father and sons, along with the lineage masters, all the objects of refuge of the infinite lands, please bestow the virtue and goodness to accomplishing this prayer here and now. Holding and spreading the Muni's precious and complete teachings through explanation and practice, wear the armor of patience that is never discouraged, incomparable venerable Guru, to you I make requests. While striving single-pointedly for the sake of the victorious one's teachings, the sole gateway through which all benefit and happiness emerge, and from other living beings, you suddenly depart to peace. What a great loss. Nevertheless, through the undeceiving truth of the blessings of the ocean of the three jewels and the great waves of bodhicitta of the children of the victorious ones, may the smile of a new reincarnation swiftly beam in glory for fortunate disciples. And then the inside front cover, the long life prayer for Geshe. Gewe lam la dempe de punchog, Geshe dampa terwe ni moje, Chuki zawa mi ton shenyen chog, Dapa ponwe lama zapten chi. Supreme God, you lead us on the many paths of virtue. A shining sun, you give us the best of excellent explanations. Supreme virtuous friend, you are constant Dharma companion. Lama, who has renounced fame, may you ever remain. And then the prayer for Geshe Sangpo. Gewe churki bachara tenshing, pildan la me dan nyak din la chang, Zampo jawe nin sen da jepe, Shenen chepo kutserap tenshi. You who have steadfast imprints of virtuous qualities and keep the instructions of the glorious Guru in your heart, you who pass day and night with noble activities, great virtuous friend, may you have a very long life. And then 7 Tara mantras for all beings. Om Tare Tu Re Soha. 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 Om taretu re soha.
Okay, good night. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful night.
Thank you. You too. Good night.